Welcome, I'm FyrBorne, and today's video is algebraically attempted Owen gun. Let's get into it. So the Owen gun was a gun that just destroyed the meta for the longest time in Warzone when Vanguard was added because it was a large magazine with low recoil, high damage SMG. Of course, that's all you need to ever really control the meta when you're an SMG, especially in Warzone. And it had decent movement. So when you took over the fact that it had decent movement with large magazines and good damage, you could generally take on an entire team without ever reloading. And that was pretty impressive. So the Owen came out and controlled the world when it was in Vanguard. My question today for you is there a gun from the old meta that you wish was back? Because I think the Owen might be back. So let's look at the thing here. We're going to go over why it's algebraically attempted, and let's look at some stuff. So, the Owen gun has existed in multiple different builds over time. The most prominent was the 7.62 build. The 7.62 build on this one is running the shrouded barrel, and we've used every barrel on this gun over the time. And we're going to go and look at these, and we're going to see what they all mean and what they all kind of act like. And then we're going to go and compare it up against right now, which is the Arma Guerrera. And Arma Guerrera is pretty much the best that you can get, right? Arma Guerrera is the best you can get in the meta right now. So we'll look at that here in a second. We'll go ahead and pull that off. So up first is the 7.62. This is a mobile round for the Owen. So it's fast firing, fast movement, good little SMG. We have the second one on here, which is the 9mm rounds, which is the standard ammo. So this doesn't give you more rate of fire. This doesn't give you less damage. This is a good middle ground for both. And then there is the one that I prefer, which is the 8mm Kurtz, which is the larger caliber one. And let's look and see why they exist, why they shouldn't exist, and what really works. So we go down here to the chart. This is on sim.gg. We're going to see the first one, which is the one that I use, has a 580 millisecond time to kill. The second one, which includes the shrouded and the 7.62, is 686. And the last one, which is the standard ammo with the precision barrel, is 720. If we look at the headshots, we'll see the precision barrel drops it down to 480, which is only 10 milliseconds slower than the one with the 7.62, which is 490. Which has the shrouded barrel, and then the one that I've been using, which is 580 to the head, which means it prioritizes not landing headshots. But the important thing to look at here is chest shots. So 7.62 round is at 686, but it only tops out at 784, while the other ones go all the way out to 1320 milliseconds up to 40 meters. But this one stays at 784. So right now, looking at it, the one with the 7.62 Grinko rounds actually looks like it's doing pretty well for itself. If you take the barrel off of it, the damage is still 686, but obviously the damage drop off is immense. So the shrouded barrel right here actually offers some pretty decent damage consistency over range. If we go and look at the other one on the shrouded barrel for the 8mm Kurtz as well, you'll see that the time to kill does drop quite a bit, but it maintains it all the way out. But it is significantly worse than the 7.62 for the shrouded barrel. So no barrel on that one. And if we look at the Owen barrel with the 9mm, we put the shrouded on that one. You're going to see this one is still pretty bad. I say pretty bad. It's 840 and stays that way out for quite a while, in which case it drops off to 1080, which is the KGM's time to kill, by the way, just so you know. Infinitely KGM time to kill with the Owen gun, which is something to note because this gun can reach out to Owen gun ranges as an SMG with a magazine that's actually bigger than the KG. So that's good to know, right? So looking at the list, we have two, I would say, viable builds. We have the Owen gun with the 8mm Kurtz and no barrel, which I think is a pretty solid one. You can still run acrobatic and quick on, so you get yourself moving around. And then you have the second build, which is the Gawain 188mm shrouded and the 7.62. looking at these two together and apart from each other at the same time, if you are attempting to make a gun that is going to be the best it can be up to 18 meters, the no barrel 8mm Kurtz is the best to go for. If you're looking for one that is supposed to support as like a sniper support, and you're looking for something the best that you can get over range 2, the 7.62 with the Gawain shrouded is actually better. So that's going to be important to know. We have two builds here. We have a super aggressive SMG that goes really well with an AR, and we have a still pretty aggressive SMG that goes with snipers. So we now have two builds for the Owen here. Now let's go ahead and look at it against the Arma Guerrera here. So the Arma Guerrera, this is the short barrel recoil booster. We're going to give this the fastest time to kill we can get it, which is the Russian short here. And I think the 315 is really one of the ones here as well. So if we look at this, so this drops the Arma Guerrera right now down to 540 milliseconds. So it beats the fastest we can do for the Owen by 40 until about 8 meters, in which it drops off, and then it is now slower. So looking at this, the Owen is actually competitive currently in the meta. So if you're looking for a gun to run to compete against the Arma Guerrera, or even the Vixen, or even the Marco, which are all really kind of the top guns, all of these compete. The Owen is faster than what we would say is a meta Vixen, and the Owen is actually faster than what is going to be a meta Marco too. So right now, before everybody gets on this, if you're looking to get the strongest SMG you can, and you're trying to avoid the Arma Guerrera, the Owen is actually your friend. Again, we have the two builds here. I'll have them up on the screen so you can see them for a second. Screenshot them if you will. This is the recoil booster Gawain short 7.62, and then this is the Owen gun with no barrel recoil booster and the 8mm Kurtz. I'm gonna have some gameplay going on for you in the background so you can see the 8mm Kurtz with no barrel in action. My paranoia is kicking in here.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
I was right. Justify paranoia, yep. And again, let me know, what's a gun that you wish came back into meta that hasn't been used for a while? I'll be excited to see it, and if it's a good one, I'll make a video about it. So I will see you all here soon on the battlefield. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, peace